Private is a salvation representing Geralt of Rivia and the Witcher 2. Find Zoltan at the inn, it says, and let's do that.
I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
I don't know.
What's to consider?
But first let me
Iorveth's not
really
just
do what I
any
wanted to do
trouble.
and steal everything.
Elves.
There's
they
a few
talk
things
lot
I
and
need
think
to
very
do.
little. In the end,
What?
we really...
Oh yes, of course. Why would you knock? Yeah.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the wild hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
True, the phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
Didn't Sheila the Chancellor say something similar?
Have you heard about a witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting rebellion in Edirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis' arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Edirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwen hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the Valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
You said we'd need a magical object to cure Saskia. Any ideas where I might start looking?
Magical items do not grow on trees, as you know. Luckily, this area has a long history. There's the Battle of Wraiths, the site of Sabrina Glevisig's death and suffering, the abandoned mines.
I was hoping you'd be specific.
I won't ask you to traipse around with a divining rod, but please try to be a little inventive. Ask the locals, that's always a good place to start.
I will eventually.
I dare say Alderman Burden knows every last stone in the area. Maybe you should see him.
There's
You
a lead.
wanted to discuss something.
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
There are many redheads.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected Triss near the town.
As it's our only lead, I'll talk to this drunkard. Do you know him?
I'm not used to associating with drunkards, but you'll likely find him in the inn.
Thank you.
We've heard
Come
him.
back as soon as you learn anything.
Will do.
You wanted to discuss something?
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my reasons. Tell me something. What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edirn, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefisig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel. I'd say she did a good job, considering.
Know anything about blood curses?
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear,
Oh, great.
hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevizig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So
Oh, okay.
Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Can Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly. I know the symbols and the workings of the curse thanks to her.
Care to explain? I'm the one risking my neck.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
I'll look for those artifacts. Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts the ghosts of the fallen and turns them into draugrs.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
No.
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
Finding 2 will be enough. Get the symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area.
Okay.
I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Alright. Is Cynthia still anywhere? Yes, she is. Because Cynthia... I think...
Just out of curiosity, how much does a magic course cost these days?
I'm certain you can't afford it, Witcher. Besides, you're too old.
No matter. I have a few of my own tricks as it is.
You mean Witcher science? Philippa, can conjure up the illusion of a garden full of flowers, fruit trees, and young elves of both sexes copulating merrily all the day. And the illusion is complete. The flowers have an aroma. The fruit and she-elves are juicy.
Invite me over the next time she conjures up this garden. I'd gladly see it. Professional curiosity.
Naturally. But I doubt Philippa's in the mood for complicated illusions. She focuses all her efforts on Saskia.
Who are you?
I'm Cynthia, a mage in training. Philippa is my mentor.
My condolences.
No need for that. True, she's a demanding mistress, but she can also be charming. Besides, she's the best there is, Witcher. She has no equals, excepting perhaps the old elven sorceresses. You should see her cast spells. Light and graceful she is. Not like that old tart de Tanzaville.
You know Sheila?
I've seen her cast spells. I've seen all the great sorceresses at work. Sheila's quite manly in her style. Precise, logical, exceptionally composed. But she lacks grace and suppleness.
Is that your opinion? Or are you just repeating what Philippa says?
We agree in our assessment. Triss Marigold, on the other hand, is talented. But she lacks determination, courage, and a certain cold willfulness that seems necessary.
That's interesting.
Kira Metz and Margarita Lo-Antiel are both blasé, seemingly resigned. One's a hedonist and nymphomaniac. The other cares only about her school. They lost enthusiasm for magic long ago. Then there's Francesca Finderbear. Nobody really knows what the old she-elf is capable of. But she's clearly very powerful.
I take it Philippa has none of these flaws, but she must have some weakness.
Ambition. Infinite, boundless, and burning like the Korath Desert.
Alright. Interesting conversation. Yes. We will meet Kira Metz in the third game. Yeah, sorceresses and their quirks. That is something about what we interrupted when we got in. That is something that is also already in the books. Philippa is...
How's life?
Can I talk to you?
Thought we had a basilisk in the basement. Turns out it was just my wife getting cold.
What? Did I loot anything? Can I loot anything? Philippa, I wanted to say, is out of the two mages, the respective mage, I'm not counting Sheila now. We have a mage contact in both paths. One is Deathmold and one is Philippa. They have something in common. They have something in common, but I know that Deathmold, there are people who actually like Deathmold. I never get why. I don't. There are people who don't like Philippa, which is also something I don't get because I think she's a formidable, brilliant character. Deathmold... I can't... I tried to like him, I really did, but I just can't get myself to do it. Other than that, there's Sheila de Tanzaville, who I don't count. Because she's not, she really helps you, and your contact, your mage contact, the one you talk to a lot on Roach's path, isn't Sheila de Tanzaville, that's Deathmold. And yeah, I'll continue that after I talk to these guys.
You play dice?
Aye, us two and the Smith's apprentice.
And that's it?
In Vergen, there's also the headman, Cecil Burden, and the innkeeper. But they won't play unless you prove your worth. Which you could by beating us.
Show me what you can do.
I'm first.
Okay, why not? Yes, and Philippa... Philippa is a character I really like. I don't know why exactly. She has her flaws. That's the next thing. Deathmold, for all my lack of appreciation for him as a character, he has he's not
I'd like a
evil.
rematch.
Yeah, I'd like some things too, and I don't get them.
Care to roll a few rounds?
And yeah, there's mold. Never mind. We'll. No, I won't even. I can't. I'm not even sure I'll do anything in that direction. I'm not certain yet what I'll do about that. If I split chapter 3 up too, because there's a minor split in chapter 3, and I know what I want to bring into my import for the third game. So
Give
I
me a
don't
chance to win it back.
know. No. So I don't know if I'll. I don't know if I'll yeah, do that.
Truly interesting.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
What's this?
Uh, yeah, what I was going to say is that while I dislike Deathmold, it does make him evil. There is no such thing as an evil character in the Witcher games. It's a bit like in Dragon Age where you don't have that, you don't get that. Deathmold isn't evil. I hate him. I mean, I hate him is a strong word. What? Oh, I know what that is. I really don't like him, but that doesn't make him evil. Philippa has her share of not so noble traits too. We'll find that out later. Although yeah, Philippa Eilhart is a character I can appreciate. This is a closed gate. Generally in this path, the people I work with are... I wouldn't say they are more pleasant, because I really like Van and Roach. I can't therefore say that the people are in general more pleasant on this path, because I don't think so. But some of them are, and Philippa is one of them. Stannis is a son of a bitch, I think. There's a bunch of people that are difficult, but they are everywhere, and there isn't a single character. For example, Yarp and Zigrin is someone I can't really warm up to. Yeah. He's just one of the many. Anything else? Did I miss anything? Doesn't look like it. There's nobody here. I thought that there's someone was supposed to be in here, but it doesn't matter. I'll find them eventually. Generally speaking, this isn't a path.
That's a
Always in a
witcher,
hurry.
not a
You'll
human.
have a stroke. So, no snaps? Nope. Take care of yourself, Witcher.
Trust
Give
me,
us a
I
kiss.
will. No thanks, I'll pass. Is that a place, or is that just a passage? No, that's nothing. This up there is where I don't want to go right now, and that may be something I don't want to visit either. Do what now? Where am I? Okay. A bridge. I can go down here. Oh, I know where I am. I know where I am. Yeah, let's grab everything we can and let's go back up, because this isn't the one-way way or the only way to get to that place, and I don't want to get completely confused about where I was and where I wasn't. Yeah. Who else is there? Dandelion is supposed to be at the inn, I
I had a
think.
dream. We were mining up at the face of the drive like in the old days.
There is that. There.
Only Philippa and Iorveth may enter.
Okay. That's this place again, isn't it? No. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, that's where. That's the other side of the bridge. Okay, good. That is that place again, actually. Hey, forgot to loot something. I could actually sell much of my things that I carry around. For example, I don't need so much timber, do I now? Let me go up there. Is there anything up here?
Oh, a witcher.
I don't think so. Okay. There isn't too much left that I didn't investigate. Mysterious merchant, that's the... I'll go
Don't try anything.
to the other side of the market. There are those there too.
Greetings.
Hi. There are a bunch of circles up there. And there's somewhere there is Iorveth's camp. But I'm not sure where exactly. Find it later. Is there anything here that I can loot? Yes. There's a lot of stuff that I'm picking up too, so as in book stuff. Alright. Alright. Hey, there's more here. And there is where the scoia'tael are situated. I'm not sure if that's up to the left or to the right. I think it's to the left. Or is it? You don't want to run around with your weapons drawn. It's to the other side. You don't want to run around with your weapons drawn, or the guards will get annoyed at you. They don't like that. Yeah, that's... Is that the weapon stand? Something I already looted? Nope. It isn't. And then the scoia'tael place is back there through that passage, isn't it? Yeah. Let's talk to them, or see them.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey!
Anything you don't like?
what was that?
That's a witcher. Yeah. Generally, I'm not a fan of Iorveth in particular, or the squirrels in general.
Kedmil,
Greetings. What are you doing out here this late?
thinking?
About what?
About the approaching fight.
As long as the mist of wraiths is up, there won't be a fight.
I ponder something else. We women must leave the shadows. When fighting, we're equal to men, but off the battlefield.
Women are no warriors.
We do everything the men do, and as well as they do. Gender doesn't determine ability.
You know why men command armies? Because they don't waste time on idle chatter. We could argue all night about the injustice of it, but until you show you can get something done, saying that you can won't change much. It won't be easy, but you could try to blaze a trail.
A worthy endeavor in itself, I know. Thank you, Witcher. Godspeed.
You are welcome. The first one is something that I
I'll
misinterpreted.
gut you!
What exactly are you yelling at? The first one is the line that I misread, actually.
Nice ponytail.
Thanks.
Don't bother me.
Does he say that if I don't change my hairstyle? Yeah, okay, this is a path out to a place where I won't go right now, I'll go there later.
The leader, though clad like a soldier, had a feminine face to stir awe. And the breast, a maiden I saw, the Vergen of Edern. Behold her, the insurgent leader, Saskia.
Are we a little bit besotted?
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
I want to talk to you, actually, that's what I want.
Greetings, Gwynblade.
Anything new about Letho?
No, but I wager he's somewhere on the other side of the fog. I can feel it.
You haven't had a chance to explain yourself, your alliance with Letho. This is a good time.
I suppose I owe it to you, Geralt. I don't know who they are exactly, nor who they're working for. I met Letho 2 months ago. He had escaped his pursuers in Edern, found me and suggested we trade services. Our scouts and forest hideaways in exchange for the heads of Foltest and Henselt. A good offer to begin with that only became better when we revealed only part of our secrets. It then turned out that Letho was not alone. Serret and orcs were meant to kill Henselt. My warriors were to help them. As you know, this never came to pass.
Tell me about this Dwan for whom the scoia'tael are ready to do battle.
Saskia. She's no Dwan. Certainly not like the others. You've seen her. I doubt I need to explain.
She's fighting for a Pontar Valley for dwarves, elves, and humans alike. I thought you despised humans.
I may only be a warrior, but I'm no fool. This is the best we can hope for now, and it's better than the Valley of Flowers.
Have you ever been to the Valley of Flowers?
Dulblathanna is nothing more than a vassal state of the Nilfgaardian Emperor. They call it the land of free elves, but the scoia'tael are not welcome. It's another in a string of painful lessons. But a free Pontar Valley could change that. It's been 5 years since the kingdom was established in Dulblathanna. Over 2,000 elves have settled there. Do you know how many children they've produced? 12 or so.
Yeah.
It's no longer the Valley of Flowers. It's the Valley of Sterile Elders.
I'd love to see you tell Francesca that. Roach could be on the other side of the fog.
In that case, I'll finally get him. I came close in Flotsam.
Been after him for a while?
Ever since he became leader of the Blue Stripes. During his first mission as commander, he ambushed one of my units, cut it down to the last elf. Surprised me for the first and last time. I've been more cautious since then.
So it's a personal matter. Vengeance. A theme straight out of Dandelion's ballads.
The safety of the scoia'tael demands his death. Of the commanders first appointed to such units, he's the only one still alive.
I notice there's no Temerian emblem in your collection.
We should not claim something's done when it is not.
You do realize that a dozen others will replace him when he's gone. Possibly dirtier foes, possibly worse.
Better to have a known enemy, you say? That doesn't apply to Vernon. A more determined demon has never walked upon this earth. The longer he is active, the better he gets. I must put an end to it.
What could Philippa want? Why does she care about Vergen being free, independent?
Like all sorceresses, she likes to dabble in politics. Not one of them would hesitate to sacrifice another life if it furthered their goals.
Quite a one-sided opinion. All? None? Life's rather colorful. It's not all black and white.
Shades of grey, I think. I have no illusions about mages. You know the fate which the Queen of the Valley of Flowers reserved for the Alvan youth? Enid Anglina, known also as Francesca Finderbear, another sorceress. In exchange for the creation of an Alvan kingdom in Dol Blathanna, she sent the scoia'tael to be butchered, while attacking Nilfgaard's foes from the rear. She had a chance to call it off. She could have opposed the Emperor of Nilfgaard and summoned the squirrels to defend the Valley of Flowers.
Why didn't she?
In the name of a higher purpose. It's what the Emperor wanted. That's why we became bandits after the war. That's why elves are dying, our young murdered by the likes of Roach. And that's why I cannot trust Philippa Iorveth.
He's got a point there, you know.
I once met another scoia'tael leader.
Yavin. I knew him. He had beautiful dreams and desperately wanted me to share them. Asked the same of you, I heard.
You know a lot about me.
I try to know as much as I can. About everyone.
I'm a witcher. I remain neutral. I didn't take his side.
Perhaps that is the correct attitude. Let things run their course. It's worse if we then wonder what could have been had we acted differently.
I try to avoid that. Decisions should be evaluated before they're made, not after.
How is it that we're on the same side today?
Things change. Today I have different goals and different allies. You think you can repel Henselt's army?
No.
What do you mean, no?
The fortifications and dwarven devices are simply not enough to hold off the Kedwenis. They are just too many.
What do you plan to do?
You'll see. One thing I can promise. I won't break any pledge I've made.
Alright, here's the deal about
in their race's just cause.
something he said. There was something I wanted to say and I have completely no idea what that was. What, I'm carrying too much weight? What do you mean I'm carrying too much weight? I'm carrying hardly anything. Yes. Vernon, also... There was something I wanted to say about something he said, and I haven't any idea what it was. Oh, for crying out loud.
Gwynblade.
Yes, I'll talk to you eventually. This was the Vergen, Geralt of Rivia and The Witcher 2. Bye-bye!